Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at someone successful and thought, yeah, but they're different, smarter, more disciplined, more confident? Meanwhile, you're sitting there with 17 open tabs, an assignment due at midnight, and zero motivation. Yeah, I've been there too. And here's the crazy part. You have no idea how powerful you actually are. Not in a cringe superhero way, in a real way, a practical way. You're underestimating yourself every single day kind of way. And today, I want to prove that to you. Let's be honest. Most of us don't feel powerful. We feel behind. Behind in school. Behind in life. Behind on the goals we set back in January. You start the semester motivated. New notebook and clean notes. This is my year. 2 weeks later, you're watching YouTube at 1 a.m., telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. And then tomorrow turns into next week. And suddenly you start thinking, maybe I'm just not that disciplined. Pause. That thought right there, that's the lie. You don't lack power. You lack awareness of your power. Let me explain. Every habit you have right now, you built it. Good or bad. You trained yourself to scroll automatically. You trained yourself to procrastinate when things feel uncomfortable. You trained yourself to quit when motivation drops. Which means, you can also train yourself the opposite way. That's power. And most people never realize it. But here's where it gets deeper. Your power isn't loud. It's quiet. And that's why you miss it. Quick science moment, but stay with me. Your brain rewires itself based on repetition. It literally adapts to what you repeatedly do. That means, if you study 30 minutes a day consistently, your brain gets better at focusing. If you go to the gym 3 times a week, your body responds. If you wake up early consistently, it gets easier. But because results don't happen in 24 hours, you assume nothing's happening. That's where most people quit. They stop right before the compound effect kicks in. And that's tragic, because your power works quietly at first. Like interest in a bank account. Small deposits. Huge return later. Let's say you have a big exam. You tell yourself, I'll study when I feel ready. You don't feel ready. So you wait. You scroll. You snack. You reorganize your desk for the 5th time. Sound familiar? Now imagine instead, you sit down and study for just 20 minutes. Not 3 hours. Just 20. That tiny decision, that's power in action. Because you're teaching your brain. I act even when I don't feel like it. Do that for 5 days straight. And you start seeing yourself differently. An identity. That's where real power lies. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your identity. If you believe, I'm lazy, I'm bad at math, I'm not consistent, your brain will look for proof. But if you start saying, I'm becoming disciplined, I show up even when it's hard, now your actions slowly shift to match that. And I'm not talking about fake affirmations in the mirror. I'm talking about small wins, real evidence. You finish one assignment early. You go to the gym when you don't feel like it. You wake up 30 minutes earlier. Boom. Proof. Stack enough proof. And your identity changes. That's when things get scary. Because you're not trying to be powerful. You just are. I used to think I wasn't capable of big things. I'd start projects and quit. Start working out and stop. Start studying hard and burn out. And I kept thinking the problem was the motivation. It wasn't. The problem was I kept underestimating the power of small, boring consistency. I wanted a dramatic change. But power shows up in quiet discipline. And once I realized that, everything shifted. All right, let's make this practical. Here's how you start tapping into your power today. Step 1, shrink the goal. If it feels overwhelming, it's too big. Don't say, I'm studying all night. Say, I'm studying for 20 minutes. Don't say, I'm getting in shape. Say, I'm doing 10 push-ups. Win small. Win daily. That builds momentum. This is huge. If you constantly break promises to yourself, your confidence drops. So lower the promise. Instead of, I'll wake up at 5 a.m. forever, say, tomorrow, I'm waking up 30 minutes earlier. And do it. Confidence isn't loud. It's built quietly when you keep your word to yourself. This one changed my life. You will rarely feel ready. The people you admire, they act while uncomfortable. They act while unsure. They act while tired. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. Imagine where you'd be in 6 months if you stopped underestimating yourself. If you studied 20 minutes a day, worked out 3 times a week, read 5 pages a night. That doesn't sound crazy, but compounded, it's life-changing. That version of you, it's not far away. It's built on today's decisions. You are not weak. You are not behind. You are not incapable. You are just untrained. And training takes repetition. The same way you accidentally trained yourself to procrastinate. You can train yourself to focus. The same way you trained yourself to doubt. You can train yourself to believe. That's power, and it's already inside you. So here's what I want you to do tonight. Pick one small action, just one. Study 20 minutes. Do 10 push-ups. Plan tomorrow for 5 minutes. And actually do it. No overthinking. No waiting for motivation. Just action. Then come back tomorrow and do it again. That's how we level up. Quietly, consistently, powerfully. You have no idea how strong you really are. But you're about to find out. Let's build, together, the reinvention room.